Alexa, stop. Just rubbing in some linseed oil on this canoe. It's been sitting for a while, and it really sucked in the wood, the oil, so I gotta give it another coat. Yeah, I ran out of oil. I had to cut the tub in half. I cut the tub in half, but that's what happens. Sometimes you run out of supplies. Gotta keep rubbing it in. Boiled linseed oil. 3 or 4 coats on that Canoe. Out the door she goes. I used to put a shiny finish on these Canoes, but I don't do that anymore. It's just ridiculous. If you get something like this, when it's got linseed oil on it, it doesn't get all full of dust if you leave it hanging in your house somewhere. That way there, I like the linseed oil. I'm just gonna take a little damp cloth or a sponge and wipe it out every now and then. And your Canoe's just like new. Or put more linseed oil on it. Basically what I do. That Canoe's basically done right there, pretty much. Pretty much done. Ready to go out the door to a customer. A nice load of cedar lumber last week. That's nice. That's pretty nice looking cedar. Yeah, all planking. Pretty nice planking. Paddles go with this Canoe. Cherry paddles I built. Put them on here with a little rubber band. Just wrap a rubber band around the end of it. Go underneath and come up this way so it kind of holds it on the seats. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to make a couple bigger paddles, little longer ones for this Canoe. Those aren't gonna fit. Just fine. I mean, you don't have to, you can just put them in the Canoe like that, really. But this is a pretty one. It's a real nice looking Canoe. I was trying to find the brass. I wanted to show you guys the brass, but I can't find it anywhere. I had a brass. There's some stems in it laying there I gotta take off. Just come right off. Little clamps off. Weight it down on this tile, because that tile's nice and flat. If you glue up stuff, see that how straight that is? That stem is perfect. And that stem goes over here in the Canoe, right here. Sits in that channel like so, and then you take your ribs have to come across So you have to cut a little notch in this stem. Gets little notches, and this rib, when you bend it, it'll sit down into that notch right here. Be a notches, it'll set in there. So these will roll around on that form nice and smooth. That's what that is. That's a stem. And we got to cut about a 30-degree angle on the front of this stem. Back like this. On both sides. Just cut the face of that so it's at an angle. Got to have the angle and the dangle right. Sorry about that, folks. I got a little carried away trying to get these clamps off of this other stem. Now that we got it though, those are dead. Those are dead on straight, man. Nice and plumb. I want to make a canoe plumb on the ends. It's not plumb. One thing. See this thing? Don't ever buy one of these. It is so noisy. This is the noisy bastard. No doubt about it. That thing right there, I'm going to trade that in for a plastic one. That is ridiculously noisy every time I use it. It's crazy. It'll drive you nuts. It's no crap, man. Drive me insane. Dustpan. Man goes cuckoo head on a dustpan. Here. So this one here will be ready to go when I decide to build it. Actually, I got a few of these ahead. No rush in building another one. But yeah, I got a green one. This is all canvased. This is tape on the gunwale right here. This part, that's just tape. They'll peel off of there. I need to sand it again with 220 and give it another coat of green and then clear coat it. And that canoe will be done. I gotta do some work on the stem parts up in here. I gotta put a piece around that. But yeah. Here's some canoe light. I don't know if anybody likes them or not. The price is pumped up on it. But there's a lot of work right there. I mean, come on. Brass stem bands, cherry decks, cherry seats. That little floor rack is cherry. The lights are inset to that floor rack. This is what the outside looks like. This needs another coat of clear coat. 3 or 4 more coats of clear on that canoe. That's just sitting there waiting. Got some jigs up here. This for the 5-footers, a little jig for the stems. This is a stem jig. For this big monster here. This big monster we're building. 17-foot canoe. I'm gonna put all these little steel bands on here. You go all the way down to the ends, right up, right to the end. This is a different one over here I built. Let's just take this right out of here and see what it looks like. It's getting to be a talking video instead of a working video. Somebody probably say, shut your pie hole. This one here, I stretched cloth on it. I like it. I don't know if anybody else does or not. I like it like that. It's different. That is really different canoe. Little bare scenery on it. See, the other side looks like that. I really think it's cool. It's just cloth stretched over that canoe. It's kind of soft. It's like cloth would be, soft cloth. It's nice. Yeah. This one down here. This one needs to be repainted. I gotta repaint it. I gotta finish the ends on the end and repaint this green and gray. Two-tone. It's heavy too. This has to be repainted. I'll probably do it maybe just green. Forget about the two-tone. Might just go right over that whole thing green. It's got a little pinstripe on here. I gotta remove it. Take that off and sand it. Paint the whole damn thing green. That's what I'm thinking. What I'll do with that. Yeah, let this soak in for a couple hours. I'll have to wipe it down with a rag again. I mean, people buy these and they use them for display purposes in their camps or their cabins at the lake. Misty Mills down in Georgia. I don't know if anybody never heard of that Chip Wade guy. I sold one to him down there. He's got it in his little HGTV down there. Chip Wade, he has one of these. I don't know, it's nice to go live because I can actually show people what these things look like. You can buy this off the internet, but you can't really see it this close. This is what you're getting. All hand crafted with these little tacks. 380 of them little tacks in that canoe. And that's what they look like. So 380 of them little suckers driven into that wood. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. But I wish I could find a piece of that brass. God, I don't know what I do with stuff. Oh, here it is, right here. This brass. Now, I'm going to take this brass and shine it up on my polisher. With 000 steel wool. We'll pull that tarnish right off that brass. So it's gonna be super shiny. And this is supposed to set from right up to the end here and right over that piece of wood. That's why that profile has got to be 3/8 of an inch. It's right down through, that's 3/8 of an inch, just the same size as this brass. And we just wrap that whole piece of brass right around the front of that canoe and screw it right through with wood screws. Just like that, screw right there, number 4 screw. We'll punch holes in this brass and we'll drill the whole thing right through. But this, my friend, is really nice stuff when it's shined up. But I don't do it too much because it's went through the roof. The price of brass is crazy. I know, it's like $75 for 12 feet. 12 feet of this stuff. 75 bucks, that's ridiculous. Used to be $12 or something. Well, that was 30 years ago. So I guess things do go up in price, but how much? I don't get it. You don't. I like to line them up kind of nice like that. All right, guys. That's enough of my blabbermouth for today. This is a Canoe coffee table. A bunch of snow out there. Look at that. Some serious snow out there. That's nuts. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 if I can. I don't know if it'll ever happen or not. If it does, it does. If it don't, don't. All right, guys. Thank you. Philip, thanks. I appreciate it, buddy. Right there. Little Bear Canoe Company, 1992. Yeah. Have a great weekend, guys. I appreciate you once again. Thank you very much. I'll see you.